be in the streets, you know we're here. I got everyone that's up and coming, that's artists, visuals, tastemakers, songwriters, everything in the building. Who's who in Atlanta. Well, actually she's from California. I got Indigo Jones with me, and in case anyone was wondering, she's who did my lighters. She's done most of the art on my page. Let them know where they can follow you on social media.
Okay, on social media all I really have is Instagram, and it's Indigo Jones Art. Pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay, now be sure to tag her, and she's down below in the description. So okay, you have like weed art or cannabis art. Like what do you call your art?
It's pretty much what you said. It's cannabis themed pop art, basically. I try to keep it pretty vibrant as much as possible. Keep it bright.
Yes, it's very bright and vibrant. You use like my hair be pink and yellow and crazy colors. So who like inspired your art?
Okay, one of my probably main inspirations might be Roy Lichtenstein with his pop style girls, and Andy Warhol.
I see a lot of Andy Warhol. Yeah. Like a lot of my older family members, when they see my art or my lighters, they be like, she's inspired by Andy Warhol. Like they straight call it out. Like that's what's up. Okay, how did you get into art or just, you know, visual arts, painting?
I played with paint as a kid, I guess you could say, but I never really stuck with it. Then I got back into it probably my second year of college. I just went to the craft aisle at Walmart, bought some paint, and fucked with it. And I just kept going from there. And it became my main hobby. It just freed my mind, made me feel better about pretty much everything.
Okay.
And I don't know, I guess I just kept getting better. Just not even really focused on practicing, just having fun every day after class or after work.
Okay. And I remember I actually met you years ago at West Georgia. A lot of people are familiar with her already that watch my channel. So I remember you telling me back then you kind of got into art, or either it helped you with something you were dealing with. You mind talking about that?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit through college, I actually found out that I have bipolar disorder, and it actually pretty much explained a lot.
So you learned a lot about yourself, like
I did, and I really became more comfortable with myself. Like I know for a lot of people with mental health issues and like I guess you could call it invisible illnesses, they're not always comfortable with their diagnosis. But I spent a lot of time with my doctor before I was diagnosed, and I was actually comfortable with everything he was telling me.
Okay. So like what kind of pace did he take with you? Was he like kind of holding your hand? Like a lot of people that haven't done therapy or are looking into getting therapy, like what was your experience like with a therapist?
Honestly, I did not like it.
Oh, okay.
I will be completely honest. It was pretty brutal. I don't know. I felt like they broke me down. It was really raw. And then I just wasn't getting satisfaction. Like what they were telling me, it was like, okay, you're telling me this, but you're not really fixing it, you know? But it's not up to them to fix it. Like really, I learned you're in charge of like, you know, finding your own happiness and doing what you gotta do to ensure you're happy.
Okay,
and they started me on medication, and I didn't like it. I felt like I was about to like have
Do you
a
mind me asking, do you
seizure.
still take medication or?
No.
Okay, so you felt the medication didn't help?
No.
Okay.
No, definitely not. Medication the side effects caused me more problems. And I probably became more depressed due to the side effects than anything. And really the only medication I guess you could say I take is self-medicating with weed. And it's really the only thing I do. I don't drink, I don't do anything else, but
you love weed. I be seeing you on Snapchat having weed drinks. I'm like, weed and a drink? Lord. She draws like, they draw like dab pizzas and ice creams and stuff. Like, okay, speaking of art, since like your art is popping, every time I post a lighter or some of your art, I know people are following you because they're commenting like, oh my gosh, that's fire, who made that? And I'm like, it's just tag. But anyway, as a visual artist, I know a lot of this often goes on Instagram, on social media, so I'm going to ask you a couple opinion questions or situational questions. If someone promotes like a flyer or promotes or posts your work, do you always feel some type of way if they don't tag you?
If it depends, I will say it depends. For a flyer, a little tag at the bottom. But for the most part, and I feel like most visual artists are very careful with this, I would know to put my logo on something if I feel like it's important to get recognition. If not, I'll probably ask.
Okay.
For a little,
So you never got okay, so you just asked.
Like
okay.
I'm not too shy to do that, but for the most part, I feel like my signature is enough, and I feel like if you're asked, I'd appreciate you to be honest. Oh, who made that? Oh, homie over here. That's cool.
Oh, and not claiming it as their own.
Yeah.
Have you? Speaking of that, that was gonna be my next situation topic. So, have you had a situation where somebody's tried to like claim your art? You ain't gotta call them out. We ain't gonna add them or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they are watching Spill the Tea so they know who they are. But you know what I'm saying? No shade. But have you had like an actual situation? No, real talk, because a lot of people go through this, especially in you have social
in the beginning, and I'm not sure if it's still there, and I never looked into him or anything like that. But there was a SoundCloud rapper that stole my visual.
Oh my god. Yo, y'all SoundCloud rappers gotta chill.
I have no idea where he is, who he is, what the song was about.
Oh my god.
I saw it, and it was in the beginning stages. I was still a little petty. I sent him a DM like, yo.
Well, if you see him, you gotta at me. No, I'm just kidding.
And I gave it some time. He didn't respond. And I just like reported it and blocked him.
Oh my god. Well, blocking is the best thing to do. At least you didn't go through nothing, too crazy.
Yeah. And it would have been straight, because I know people don't really get too paid for stuff like that, but he cropped my logo out. That was a little personal.
He really tried to claim your work. Okay, other situations, do you have a problem like selling your art at certain type of events? Because basically every major event in Atlanta involves art, and I know you probably have got asked or you want to sell your art. So is it always like a conflict, or people try to restrict what you can paint to bring it?
There was a time when I did live in Atlanta. There were people that wouldn't want me to show my art, and I completely understand that. And you just got to change up who you're pitching to, and that's cool. I chose to paint what I'm painting, and I know what comes with it. But as a direct comparison, since moving, I definitely have made more sales in California. Like I kind of expected it, but I didn't expect it to this level. But I'm grateful.
Yes.
Like I would sell custom lighters and custom buttons, or a couple of posters here and there here in Atlanta, but in California I feel like I really get to like express myself in my work and just sell it for the fair price that I feel like I said.
Okay, dope. I'm so proud of your growth, seeing you come from Atlanta, moving to California. Thank you for all my artwork. It has really helped with my marketing. In case you don't know, you can hit me up for a Spill the Tea lighter, and let them know where they can follow you to see more of your work.
Yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram at Indigo Jones Art, and I'll follow you back. What's up?
Yep, and you can follow me at Teaacup. That's TE2As2Ps on Instagram, TEACU1P on Twitter. Okay, and we about to spill the tea, and we out.